I pay my obeisances to His Divine Grace, Advaita Bhaktivedanta Swami Prabhupada. Now, in the world, we're suffering a coronavirus or COVID-19 pandemic, and many devotees are locked down. They're not allowed to leave their places. So, I remember that in the turn of the century, 1900, Prabhupada said there was a great plague in Calcutta. By that time, some Vaishnava, he went and asked all the people to chant Hare Krishna. And by chanting, the plague was stopped. So this is the opportunity that we can get all the people to chant Hare Krishna. If they don't chant Hare Krishna, at least chant some name of God. The 99 names in the Quran, the names in the Old Testament, New Testament, and there are names of Buddha also. So, we believe that Buddha is all the time anyway. So, somehow or another, the whole world should be vibrating. Preferably, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. We were reading last night how Chandra Gopal, he had gotten leprosy. So he fell at the feet of Lord Chaitanya and said, please forgive me. You are the avatar, you are the incarnation of Godhead, and you're delivering the fallen, so please deliver me. And Prabhupada was saying in the first part that Chandra Gopal, he wanted to be free from the material suffering. But Lord Chaitanya wanted him to understand why he was suffering. Because he had committed an aparad against Srivas Thakur. So people are suffering because of their karmas. And we want to relieve them. And if they approach the Supreme Person of Godhead to offer him service, not particularly to ask that they should be freed from their suffering, but the material world we know is a place of suffering, and they should awaken their love, their affection, their devotion for Krishna. So, this is, a time which devotees can use to both preach outside the people to take up this chanting of the holy names, but they can also read Srila Prabhupada's books. They can do various things if they're doing Bhakti Diksha group. Instead of doing it every week, they can do it every 2 days, every day. They can engage over the internet. They can use the internet to do different kinds of preaching. Of course, we have the standard things that we have to wash our hands, keep our social distancing, all the recommendations. That's also Krishna's mercy, that He's given us some things we can do to prevent getting infected. But we should also utilize this time to encourage the people to take out the chanting. And that's the way that if we get the whole world to chant, then naturally the pandemic would quickly come to an end. It's because of the people's bad karma. They say that this pandemic is due to the eating of creatures and meat, that they have a virus that's come from the animal to the human beings. So this is a good time to get people to be vegetarian, to stop eating meat, stop killing animals. Because they're killing so many animals, it makes sense that they're also suffering. We want them not to be suffering. Vaishnava Satpara Dukkha Dukhi. So please help the people to avoid suffering by chanting Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. In the Santana Upanishad, it says, Hare Mahamatra, Iti Sodaka Ram Nam Nam, Kali Kama Sana Sanam. And these 16 words, they destroy all the bad things of Kali. So definitely this pandemic is one of the kalmasha of Kali. And then by chanting Hare Krishna, they can eradicate this pandemic. So, also the verse says that there's no better alternative to be found. So, we want to take this opportunity to address all the devotees and in this time of emergency, so that you can think how to use it in the best way to chant Hare Krishna, to use Skype or use any social media, encourage the people to take up the chanting of the God's holy names, especially the Hare Krishna mantra. Hare Krishna. Thank you very much. Your servant, Jayaviraga Swami.
Do you like our ad-free videos? Be sure to subscribe to our channel. We publish new videos every day, and don't forget to like and share our channel.